The force laws for friction or dry friction are empirical in character and approximate in their predictions. They do not have the elegant simplicity and accuracy as that of gravitational force laws or electrostatic force laws. It is remarkable, however, considered that the enormous diversity of surface encounters that many aspects of frictional behavior can be understood qualitatively on the basis of few simple mechanisms. Let us consider a block at rest on a horizontal table. Attach a spring to it to measure the horizontal force F required to set the block in motion. We find the block will not move even though we apply small force. So we say that our applied force is balanced by opposite frictional force exerted on the block due to table acting along the surface of contact. As we increasing the force, applied force, we find some definite force at which the block will break away from the surface and begin to accelerate by reducing the force once the motion has started. We find that it is possible to keep that the block is in uniform motion without an acceleration. To understand the above situation, let us consider free body diagram on the block. If there is no external force acting on the block, that means there is no attempt at sliding. At the situation, the number of forces acting on the block is two. One is gravitational pull mg, second one is normal action force. That means no attempt, no friction force, and no motion. Now, if you increase the horizontal force F, means if you attempt the sliding situation, at the situation frictional force is start to act in between the block and the horizontal surface. Small force you are applied at the situation block is in rest state, that means applied force is counterbalanced by frictional force. Now here the frictional force called as static friction, that means this particular friction is support the body to maintain in rest state. That means F attempts the sliding but no motion. At the situation, friction force is balanced by applied force. Now, if you increase the applied force, that means now F is stronger as compared to the earlier situation, but the block cannot move with this force. At the situation, the block is in rest state and this applied force is counterbalanced by frictional force. That means frictional force equal in magnitude as that of external force but in opposite direction. Even if you are further increasing applied force, okay, that means F is now even stronger but still balances by a frictional force. That means no motion. In the similar manner, if you are further and further increase, finally the block attains an acceleration. That means the body starts motion on a horizontal surface. That means the applied force overwhelmed the static frictional force. That means the blocks slides and accelerate. During the acceleration also there will be an opposing force between block and the contact surface, that one we call as kinetic friction. Here kinetic friction value is different from applied force, because applied force is more as compared to the kinetic friction. At the situation only block attains acceleration. Once the body set into acceleration, the frictional value is reduced. Therefore, to maintain the block in a uniform velocity, applied force is a little bit lower as compared to the previous situations. Therefore, to maintain the speed, the weakened force F to match the weak frictional force. And here the frictional force we call as kinetic friction. The empirical result or experimental result of above situation is shown in the graphical representation manner. That means along the x-axis direction time I am choosing, along y direction I am choosing magnitude of frictional force. That means as external force is increasing with respect to time, that means as time increases frictional force is also increases, because uh, initially the block is in rest state, therefore applied force is increasing, frictional force is also increasing, and it reaches to a maximum value. That maximum value called as limiting friction or maximum value of static friction. Once the body applied by an external force to greater than this maximum value of frictional force, the body set into motion. Once the body set into motion, the frictional force is going to reduce and almost this value as constant. That one we call as kinetic friction. The basic thing in this particular graph is the static friction is a self-existence force, and which is equal to applied external force, and the maximum value of static friction we call as limiting friction. Once the body experiences by an external force greater than the maximum value of friction force or limiting friction, body set into motion, suddenly the friction value is decreasing and it is almost going to be constant, and the body experiences by a kinetic friction as constant.